Parenting games and laughs galore. We bring fun straight to your door. Pop culture, talk and trivia, history and new video games. Movies, music, wrestling too. Sports and stories just for you. Every week a brand new show. Come along, it's time to go. Soapbox Smorgasbord, oh hey. We're here to brighten up your day. Grab a snack and take a seat. Let's dive in, the fun's complete.
Hey everyone, and welcome into Soapbox Smorgasbord episode 80, ADHD. We're your hosts. I'm Jason.
And I'm Ryan. And I don't have ADHD. If you're down with ADHD, yeah, you know me.
And we got us a nice little variety of snacks, a little smorgasbord of them.
I love when you do this, my friend.
And then we also have some games, a couple new games to play.
Yeah.
The first drink that we are going to try is the brand new Wild Cherry and Cream Pepsi.
Ooh, so fresh and so creamy.
And it's not just... Ooh.
And good. Smells good. That's good.
I like it.
I can't drink a lot of it because I'm not a big soda drinker, but it's good.
Mhm.
It tastes good.
I like it. I got this cool new can.
I
guess this is the new permanent flavor.
Really?
We'll bounce around. We got these Ellsworth.
James Ellsworth?
No. Cooperative Creamery. Natural cheddar cheese curds, not to be confused with turds.
Letting go of a few cheese curds. Cheese curds, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'll grab me a little handful.
Those are nice. Not too salty.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Those are excellent.
We got those at Hy-Vee.
High Vissel.
Mm-hmm.
Faux shizzle.
Back to this for a second. That has a pretty decent vanilla aftertaste, huh?
No thanks. Here, we've got the rest of these. The rest of these cheese curds are for you, nerd.
I like it. Yeah, these are good cheese curds.
Excellent. 99 cents.
We'll
Good.
get some pretzels to go with it next time.
Ah, yeah.
All right. Clearly Canadian.
No, I'm not.
Clearly you're not.
Clearly, I'm not. I'm Americanese.
This is Mountain Blackberry. And if Trump has his way, unfortunately, these will be clearly American. I don't think it's ever going to happen, people. Don't worry.
I think he's just talking out his old butt. He's hilarious. He makes me laugh.
Oh, that's a great smell.
Wow.
What's the sugar on these? Because I don't think it's...
Doesn't have a lot of sugar, I can tell. Pretty good. Not bad. Cheese curds are awesome.
That is good. I like the blackberry. Let's compare and contrast. Because I also...
Is it just like a spritzer?
It's got cane sugar and...
Sparkling water. Water.
Okay.
What's that? What do you
This is
got
the peach one. We're going to compare and contrast.
Just regular peach or like an orchard peach or something like that?
It just says... Oh, orchard peach. Sorry.
Is that right?
That is right.
Yeah. I didn't know there was peach trees in Canada.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
On the Mountie, I always get to my man.
I like that.
I like it better. Okay, I like it better. Let me have some more of that.
Here's what I'm going to do.
Excuse me. I like it better than this blackberry one.
I'm going to put the peach on the inside of this thing.
Yeah, blackberry. I didn't even like the cell phone when it came out.
And I'm going to put the blackberry on the outside.
There you go.
And
Listen, we got...
voila.
Listen.
I'm Bill Nye the Science Guy.
There, see? We don't do that anymore. We don't need a BlackBerry anymore. I know it was popular at one point in time. We got touchscreen, homie.
Oh, that was good.
Oh, the peach is fire. Did you mix them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I put the peach. Sorry.
Dang, yeah, it came from your bowels.
I know. That was deep down in there.
That was... I don't think that was north of America. That might have been south of America.
Damn it. Came on my nose. Damn it.
That right there is a happy accident.
Oh, man.
And that's what we live for on the Soapbox Smorgasbord. Hey, if it isn't extremely hot stuff that's going to burn your butthole the next morning, it's coming out your nose.
Man.
You got me
like...
snorting. That's good.
That tastes good, doesn't it? Mixed together.
I like it better. All right, want me to move it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What you got there?
So, next thing I got is this Schwaller and Webb Fine Charcuterie Gold Medal Meats. And this is hot honey sopressata, cured sopressata with Mike's Hot Honey.
Mike's Hot Honey, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I need to know Mike before I eat his honey. I don't understand the taste, the smell.
Oh, that's why we couldn't smell it. It's like a turducken of packaging.
Straight morons.
I was like, why can't I smell it? I was fully expected to be able to smell it. And then I was like, wait a second, I didn't smell anything.
With all this stuff, do you have any dunce caps?
Doo-doo-doo. All right.
Oh! Come on, Hulkster.
Oh, man.
Oh! I don't know if I want to eat it now.
Why?
The smell.
Oh, my gosh.
Where's your knife? What?
All right.
Oh!
Oh, man, that's...
I don't know if I can do it.
That's tough. Oh, flavor's good.
It ain't bad. It smells terrible.
Well, it's like when you open up salami and stuff like that. It's got a nice kick to it. I don't taste the honey, though.
Man, why is it so tough, man? I'm going to have to use floss big time on my teeth.
Oh.
Big time, Holmes.
It was all right. I think it'd be better if we cut it in slices.
Okay.
But
it's all right. I can't. I'm not going to complain.
Yeah.
I just can't eat much of it.
I don't even know where a napkin is.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's a little too. No, I'm not into it. Not into it. Wow. Yeah, I don't like the taste, dude. Not my thing.
It doesn't have much of a honey taste. I was expecting. And now I feel like it's all stuck in my teeth.
Exactly. It was tough enough to do that. I might have me a little mix again. You want another mixer?
Well, do you want to try it?
Oh, I didn't know you had another one.
Yep. Blackberry Dr. Pepper. This is a new one.
Maybe
too.
we can mix that with some of this afterwards.
Mountain Berry Blackberry.
I didn't know you had some more soda.
Look, smell how strong that is.
Get the crap out of my teeth.
Dude, these little caraway seeds fell out. They look like little mouse turds all over the table.
There it is. From South America. Come on. We're going to do this. We're going to do a Blackberry Suicide.
It's the name of my 80s hair metal band.
You know when they say, Blackberry Suicide's coming to the stage? Now, let's see what that tastes like, man.
Blackberry. That's pretty good.
That's actually really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Very nice.
All right.
Man, that's still in my teeth, bro. What you got there, man?
I got the Hidden Valley Ranch, Cheesy Ranch Cheez-It Ranch. And we looked for that
What are we
when it
going to do
first
that?
came out.
You got chips or something? Or are we just going to do it by itself? You want to do it with this nasty sausage?
No. Man.
Come on, Hulkster. Turn it like that. That's what I do.
Maybe that's what.
Dang, dude! What did... I don't want to do this and break it. Oh!
My God.
Okay. That's seriously on there. Would they do glue it on with Gorilla
Dude, that's
Glue?
probably why they were.
Man, where's the channel locks at? This. See, you ingenuity at its best.
I don't know that I like that.
Oh! Ugh.
I don't know. I don't like that.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
That's sickening, dude. Wow, that's a failure.
Mm.
Colossal.
Yeah.
got there,
I was
man?
disappointed with that, man.
Yeah, that's really, because that, dude, Cheez-Its is usually fire.
Yeah. Okay. So these are those just born Oh Snap pickles.
Related to Evan Bourne?
Yes. Direct cousins. Sassy Bites.
What about
These
Jason?
are sweet pickle bites with a little kick.
What's it called again? Just Born? Is that Just Born? Is that who?
Oh, no. These
What?
are not, actually. Just Born's a different company. Sorry. These are just Oh Snap pickles.
Oh, I was trying to see if it was related to Jason Bourne.
Yeah. Mm.
Oh.
Get on one of those, yeah.
Oh!
So it's sweet and spicy.
Oh, I like. Daddy likey. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Those are bomb.
Somebody, and I won't name names, past couple days, had another birthday.
Who's
Inch
that?
closer to their half-century mark. How's it feel to be
You talking to me?
48 for the 20th time?
You talking to me?
Uh-huh.
Oh, third person? Feels the same as I felt when I was 47.
Yeah.
But I don't feel the same as I did when I was 20. Does that work?
Yep.
Okay.
Rest of those are yours.
They're bomb, dude. I might have to dig in those more. Those are tasty. They made up for the nasty Cheez-Its and the nasty sausage and
I will have to say, I'm thoroughly disappointed in the Cheez-It.
oh, you got more? Oh,
Last thing.
He doesn't always tell me what he's got. He just surprises me, which is nice.
This is Hot Honey Snack Mix Elote Corn Clusters. And this is by Aaron Bakers. This is a small batch. This small batch thing's kind of been a more. I mean, I think it helps focus on better quality product and
Like they do that with alcohol sometimes too. That's got little fat clusters in it, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
looks like.
Hot honey, huh?
Oh man.
Well, let's see what this is about. Hopefully this will be good.
Not bad.
Oh, okay. There goes my diet.
I think it's. I almost feel like there's too many flavors in it.
It's good though.
Like, oh,
I like it to be spicier, but you know what I can tell is I don't think it has a lot of sugar, does it?
mm-mm.
Usually the sugar is overbearing. Let me see what.
Oh man, Oh, that was just straight seasoning.
It's got 3 grams of sugar and that's it. The whole thing. Mostly carbs. I'm gonna have some more of that. You done with snacks or what? Or you got some more for me?
That is it on snacks.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Get off your phone.
Sorry. All right. So we are going to play a couple games,
All right.
and the first one is called "If You Had to."
If I had to.
Yes, and it's kind of like a "Would you rather" type thing,
Mm-hmm.
but nothing seems to match up. Hold on. Ooh.
I know I'm getting the belches too.
Yep. Sorry. Okay. This is the choices. Let me make sure I'm doing this right, because I think it's just like a "Would you rather."
Okay, I've never played this game, so we're gonna just be patient with me.
Okay. So we're going to play it like a "Would you rather," because this is kind of like Cards Against Humanity style game, where you sit there and you put a bunch of cards in front of the
Kind of resembles Cards Against Humanity.
Judge.
Black cards, white
Yep.
cards.
Well, there is no white cards.
Oh, I looked at it wrong.
Everybody plays a card to the judge, and
Okay.
then you decide from that.
Okay.
So we're going to play it "Would you rather" style. Would you rather get unexpectedly beaten with a stale baguette by an Italian grandma, or grow horns like a markhor, which is a wild Middle Eastern goat? I think I'd rather get beat with a stale baguette. It happened like one time, and then that's it.
It would hurt, but I'd do
hurt,
it.
yeah. I don't think I'd want to grow the horns.
I'd be like, "Thank you, ma'am. I have another."
I don't think I'd want to get beaten by the horns, because you get treated like a freak, like
Yeah.
as a sideshow.
Yeah. And then I'd have to start goring people.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Would you rather accidentally blow up the moon or hook up with Yoda?
Horny I am. I'd rather blow up the moon.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to hook up with Yoda, man.
I
ain't trying to go to a galaxy far, far away, dude.
No.
Uh-uh.
But think of the implications if you blew up the moon of what it could do to our galaxy. Or at least our planet.
But what if Yoda taught you the Force?
Mm-hmm.
Then it'd be a farce.
Oh, this one's weird. Okay. Would you rather kill an animal every night and sleep in its carcass,
Oh, like a tauntaun?
or things randomly explode when you touch them?
Oh, I'd have to just randomly explode when I touch them. I'll just be like, "Dude, you better not touch me. It ain't gonna be
You'd
good."
be like, what's her name from X-Men?
Rogue.
Rogue, yeah.
But she just kills. She takes her life force.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather always make the wrong decision or get rolled up in plastic and thrown in the swamp? It sounds like you'd have to make some wrong decisions to get rolled up in plastic and thrown in the swamp.
And be swimming with the fishes. I don't like making a bunch of wrong decisions. So
yeah, I feel like if you got rolled up and thrown in the swamp, that'd be the end of your bad decisions.
you'd be done.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be gator food
Yep.
and whatever else fish is in there, snakes and stuff, vermin.
Okay.
These are addictive, by the way.
Yeah.
You want some more?
No.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Some of it got stuck in my teeth along with that salami sausage stuff.
I definitely need to go brush my grill when I get home.
Have the world's entire water supply come from a spigot on your forehead,
Mm-hmm.
or go live on Mars and never come back?
I'm cool with living on Mars. As long as it's not like in Total Recall when Arnold is sitting there and his face gets exposed and he's like,
Yeah. Dude,
I don't
you'd
want
be
to.
in constant demand.
I don't want a spigot on my forehead.
Yeah, and even, I mean, you'd be in constant demand.
Mm.
The entire water supply of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you probably have some dude come up to you and think that you're like a watering fountain and try to drink from your spigot.
And then there's gross kids that, like, when you ever seen kids at a water fountain where they try to drink from it and they put their mouth all over it?
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah. All right. Would you rather assassinate the last person you called or accidentally marry your brother/sister only to find out after your third child? I'd go with assassinate the last person I talked to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't doing no incest and stuff. Then you're murdering too, but.
Yep. All right. Would you rather ride Peter Dinklage down a sled, or like a sled down an extremely steep mountain, or be sticky all the time and not know why?
Be sticky?
Mm-hmm.
Who's Peter Dinklage?
That's
Dinklage.
That's the guy that's the little people. He's in like Game of Thrones. He's in Elf.
He's also in Pixels.
Yeah.
I
would want to be sticky.
No, I just write on Peter Dinklage.
Yeah. Like he's a sled.
Yeah. Grab his little ears. Let's hang on for dear life.
Okay.
One more time.
Let's see if I can find. Run a marathon holding scissors in both hands, or
sipping on some scissor.
Have it snowing in your house the whole time. I think run the marathon. I'd get tired of the snow and think of like the moisture and mold issue it would cause and everything else.
I'm going to go with marathon too.
Mm-hmm.
This is a pretty fun game.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope all my chewing and stuff isn't annoying.
Oh, it's, whatever.
I'm on my last bite. Audience, I apologize.
Okay. Give everyone in your group the Black Plague, or everywhere you go trigger natural disasters. Haven't they discovered the Black Plague is curable now? I mean, how big are the natural disasters? Like, is it contained to, like, right here? Like, you accidentally start a flood just, like, in this small area? Or, like, a bigger surrounding area?
It doesn't have to be gigantic ones. It could be the little small ones.
Uh-huh.
I do that with tornadoes.
Yeah.
I'll go with that. Man, but I'll tell you right now, Black Plague sounds like a cool wrestling character.
Yep. Or a finisher.
The Black Plague! He just did it. It's over. He's dead.
Okay. Would you rather be a meter maid, but also a reindeer? Or... let's pick a random one. I didn't like that last one. Spend your childhood at Neverland Ranch with Michael Jackson.
Oh, seriously?
Man,
let me tell you something. If I would love to go to Neverland Ranch. But if Mike ever put his hands on me, he wouldn't say he'd be like, "Don't kill me."
In all fairness, everybody's heard all the pedophile jokes for years and years about Michael Jackson.
I don't think he did. I
don't think he did.
I also believe that the parents that are those kids' parents, they're terrible people too.
I think if he did, we would have heard from who was the one that spent the most time there? Macaulay Culkin?
Yeah, and he totally has not claimed anything like that.
Yeah.
And at this point, he would have came out about it.
Yep. Okay, you're a billionaire, but you projectile vomit every time you spend money, or you professionally scam people out of their retirement funds.
I couldn't
scam people.
What's the billionaire one again? Sorry.
Projectile vomit every time you spend money.
Oh, I do that now almost. Oh, my bill's this, man. Man, stuff's all caught in my teeth.
Mm-hmm.
You give me a cup?
Yep.
Let's have some more Clearly Canadian, man.
Clearly.
Yeah, Clearly, please give me a cup.
I was going to say you could just add...
Well, you want some?
I was going to say you could just finish that out of the bottle if you want.
You want a mixer? No, I'm going to mix them.
Okay. You're always naked, or all 150 original Pokemon live in your house. Now, I ain't having a bunch of weird critters in my house.
I can be totally naked. Adam and Eve style before they sinned. I can do it. I can do it.
You steal something from everywhere you go, or you cough/sneeze fire.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Can you imagine as much as we laughed on here?
Dude.
Oh, we would just burn this whole table up.
Could you imagine, like, if you had one of those implos, like, you started to sneeze and then you held it in and then, like, you end up sneezing and farting at the same time? Like, just, like
avert.
Spontaneously combust.
Avert, or whatever it's called?
Yeah. Let's grab some. Okay. TMZ constantly creates lies about you, or man,
well, then it's sticky, icky.
You live the rest of your life on an airplane experiencing turbulence.
Either one of them I don't care about really too much.
Yeah.
But at TMZ, they can spread lies. I don't care. Yeah. They probably would anyway.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Be Amish and on the FBI's most wanted list, or sad puppies follow you everywhere and you can't do anything to help them.
Oh, sad puppies. I don't care. Yeah. I wouldn't. Why would you be Amish and be...
And on the FBI. Have you ever seen that show? Did you remember that show was on TLC, Amish Mafia?
That had to be fake.
Dude, it was fake. I mean, I'm sure that there's parts of, like every community where there is some corruption and stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, those guys, I don't know, man.
I remember when they were doing the whole, like, when in the 90s, there used to be there was a documentary that me and my friends, we scored. It was on VHS. It was called Rumstringa. And do you know what Rumstringa is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we watched it, man. It was quite revealing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, say.
Live your life dressed up as Barney the Purple Dinosaur, or have a pouch like a kangaroo that Kanye West lives in. Look, Kanye West didn't have to pay rent. And he's rich.
See, he probably makes, it'd be like you reach in there, like, Kanye, dude, I need $100,000. You reach in your pocket, he just gives you $100,000. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he'd be like, say something stupid like, being Yeezy ain't easy.
Look at how Kim Kardashian blamed him and said that he was mentally deranged. But you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking the Kardashians like to make men crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So stay away from the Kardashians. You'll be fine. Stay away from a lot of women that are Looney Tunes.
Okay. Would you rather have an upside down face or your left hand hates you and randomly tries to kill you?
An upside down face would be funny.
Dude, this just seems like something straight off of South Park. Man.
It also sounds like a... Well, what was the dude that... Who, was that on... what's the one with the butt face? Where it always...
Yeah.
When it talks, it goes... Is that on...
Yes, that's on South Park.
You sure it's South Park or is that on Family Guy?
I think it's South Park. Dude, because they had those. They had the Balchinians. They had...
The Balchinians.
Oh, man.
The Balchinians. Such a great name. That'd be a great tag team. Because they used to have the Ding Dongs back in the 90s. The Ding Dongs coming to the ring versus the Balchinians.
Okay.
Who's winning?
Would you rather raise a business of ferrets, which is a business is like a colony of ferrets, as your children, or
I like ferrets,
or grow a mullet named Cornwallis, who is your best bud?
A mullet.
Dude, that'd be an awesome like Family Guy style TV show where the main character is like his mullet and only he can hear his mullet and his mullet like kind of guides him through.
Well, remember when Chris was on Family Guy and he had a zit and he was talking to
Oh yeah.
So that's totally a Family Guy episode.
All right. Instantly fall asleep whenever someone touches you.
So I want to go back to the last one. Mm-hmm. When I first moved to Lawrence, I used to live with Tom T. Hall and my friend Cass, and Cass had a ferret, and the ferret Tom would be trying to sleep and go up there, and it would just nibble on his toes. He used to get so angry. But that ferret was something else because my cats would they didn't
around with them.
Oh, because ferrets are kind of like cats in a way.
Yeah,
I'd love to have a ferret.
So I had a ferret, and it would wrestle around with my mom's dog she had at the time.
Ferrets are awesome. They're hilarious, man. Makes me think of the Beastmaster.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Would you rather have an incurable disease that is slowly turning you into a garden gnome, or instantly fall asleep whenever someone touches you?
Now I sound like Nate.
Would I still move if I was the garden gnome? Because if so, if it was like
if you froze up
style, yeah.
I mean, I'm cool with being a gnome. I sometimes look like that with my my big old stocking caps that I wear sometimes, and I got my goatee's getting white, so I look like a gnome.
All right. Would you rather have Paris Hilton narrate your life, or be hunted like an antelope by a bunch of wealthy colonial Englishmen? I'd rather have someone narrate my life. I don't want to be hunted.
But when she does that, she's gonna go like,
that's hot.
That's hot. After everything she says. So
I think she's, and I don't know if you've ever seen any of her stuff outside of her show or the commercials or anything.
She's a lovely looking woman.
She's actually a pretty intelligent person too.
Very pretty. But I could not. She would get on my nerves pretty quickly. You can have a lot of money, you can have good looks all day long, but if you get on my nerves and you disturb my peace be with you. I'm out. Dun 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 dun.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Work as a human piñata, or your height fluctuates up to 3 feet every day.
Yes.
So you'd either be like 3 foot tall or 9 foot tall.
Dude, that could benefit you.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to take a pill like off Alice in Wonderland.
Dude, you'd feel like Mario, like when he eats the mushrooms.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it too.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with that.
Would you rather live in a McDonald's playhouse with Ronald McDonald as your roommate?
I picked that one.
Or change your name to Captain Assface?
Oh, I'll go with the first one.
Yeah. Carry a drunk leprechaun in front-facing baby backpack everywhere you go, or only watch sporting events involving the Cleveland Browns. Leprechaun.
You mean when I flush the toilet each time and it goes around and around and around? Oh, the Cleveland Browns are in the Super Bowl. Oh!
All right.
I'm gonna have me some more. This stuff's got something in it. This is making me wild, child.
All right. Would you rather sleep in a bucket or?
Okay. Sleep in a bucket or
demolish an entire house with a tiny 3-inch hammer. How big's the bucket? Because I've seen some pretty big buckets. I think it'd be fun to slowly go through it, but your arms would get so tired after a while because a 3-inch hammer isn't going to knock boards loose.
That would take a long time. You'd be burning out. I'd go with a bucket.
Let's do a couple more of these, and then we'll switch over to.
Well, dude, look at that time. 7 nice minutes.
Okay. Only get aroused by predator versus prey chases on Animal Planet, or wear full scuba equipment whenever you leave the house.
Like Scuba Steve. I'll do Scuba Steve.
Yeah. Let's do one more.
One more.
Would you rather you be in your current physical condition, but a starting running back in the NFL, or never leave your house again? With all the delivery services can I go out? If I can go out in my yard and still be in my...
That says never leave your house. I mean, dude, that wouldn't work out very well at all, because never leave your house again, you have to leave your house. Or you got to have everything delivered.
Yeah.
But what if...
remote job, everything delivered. That'd be the only way to do it.
You'd be a Zach. Currently the way I'm built right now, I would get killed on the NFL field.
So would I, but just think, if you got signed to an NFL team, you would get at least a chunk of money.
Yeah.
No matter how bad you are.
Does that say forever though? It didn't say forever.
No.
So what if you get the money and then you say, I'm injured, I can't play no more. Can't fulfill it.
I'll ride the bench. I'll sit on the practice squad.
That's right. I see, a bench warmer.
I'll sit there and say, good job, Patrick. You got it.
Yeah. Want me to be your water boy? I'll get you some water.
Yeah. Could you imagine?
Fine, H2O.
I mean, could you imagine, getting a job like that dude, I'd be an NFL player's hey, can you get me some water? Hey, can you run to the store?
Well, you see all the people on the sidelines,
an assistant and stuff like that.
They got a lot of people come up to them and just take the bottle of Gatorade and just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those guys make way more than we probably ever think about making.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to play... All right.
What's this?
I don't know how...
Truth and fear. Truth or fear?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
I have not played this, but we're just going to read these cards and use them as conversation
starters. This is going to be an ender.
What is this one?
We're just going to kind of visit, and then we'll probably play a deeper game later, but we're just going to give it a shot at the end.
See how this goes.
All right. I kind of feared that. I thought I was going to throw up.
Is there someone you know who is totally full of crap, but you seem to be the only person who sees it? Ooh.
Dude, I have known people like that.
Uh-huh. And they just what's that one dude that always had to one-up us that used to live with you for a while? Wasn't it Tony Baloney?
Tony Baloney. He was full of baloney.
Man.
He was something else. That fool one time tried to tell me he got struck by lightning, and I go, dude, you didn't get struck by lightning.
Yeah.
He got struck by stupidity. That's
he tried to
definite.
tell, man,
He was a
we couldn't
whopper.
say anything.
We said Tony Baloney, but he was Tony the Whopper because he told a
Mhm.
lot of whoppers.
Okay. What bit
Well,
of
I call them wolf tickets.
What bit of personal grooming do you resent the most?
That I resent the most?
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. Shaving the head.
Yeah, like
And not because I've accepted it, but
the razor bumps that come with it.
Well, and that happens during the summer a lot.
Uh-huh.
If I didn't have to shave my head and it was just clean like it is now, I would keep it that way.
Mhm.
Like I just don't like, even if I can grow my hair back, I just
Yeah, like I'm wearing a hat right now because I haven't shaved my head.
Yeah.
So
you know, I'm a little bit rough too, but that had to be that. I mean, I don't line up my pubes or anything, so we're good on that.
Shave it into an arrow.
When you get a Brazilian wax, you know, and you can't afford it, so you try to do it yourself. You know, you use like honey, hot honey.
Man, dude, what is a movie? And I think it's along the lines of like the spoof movies where the guy like manscapes himself, but he like shaves it into different shapes. Like he does it into like one of those Disney World bushes. I can't remember what it is.
What a weirdo.
Okay. Have you ever deliberately tried to get someone to break up with you or fire you?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I've. I think I've done stuff at work when I've already been in a bad mood and kind of like a whatever. I don't care. I don't think I've ever deliberately tried to get someone to break up with me. I've had some of those like it is what it is type situations.
Usually it's kind of a, I don't know. Like my thing is I'll initiate it if it's necessary. You know, I don't mind doing that, but I'm not going to play worthless games and things because we know that it's mostly women that break up with men. Mm. That's the statistic, right? Well, sometimes it's the other way around too.
Yep. What is a lie you've been told that you know you'll never get the truth about?
We talking about government stuff?
I think it's just in general. Man, did we ever find out who shot JR?
Supposedly it was Bobby was in the shower and Pam was streaming it. Or was that when
know?
Or is that when he disappeared? I don't freaking know. Well, apparently we're going to find out the declassification of JFK and JFK Jr. and MLK.
Yeah.
Yep. Which I think is a good thing. Hopefully it's not, like some fake documents. Hopefully it's real classification. I mean, I like transparency, and finally we're getting it. So we'll see how it goes. This is a cool game. I like.
What is the meanest thing you've ever done just because you thought it would be funny?
The meanest thing?
I don't.
Oh boy.
I don't like being a mean person.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever purposely done something to be mean. I
try not to be that way. I mean, I've been called mean before because I'm snarky at times, and if someone's disturbing my peace, I may snap at them a little bit.
I think the most who was it? I can't remember. I went to give someone a wedgie once, and the way they squirmed away and twisted, my fingers got caught. Oh. And so it ended up like I couldn't let go, and they ended up ripping their underwear and actually ended up hurting them. That might be about...
Dang, you made them bleed? Did you get the streaks on your hands?
No. Have you ever anonymously sent someone a cruel message? I think I made a fake profile just to like get someone off my ass before.
Cruel message? Not really. I don't go out of my way of doing that. To me, that's very... I don't know. I feel like I better be careful what I say.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, to me, it's not... Men shouldn't be doing stuff like that. Let's just say that.
If all of your text messages suddenly became public, who would you be in trouble with? Current text messages, nobody. I don't think. I try to be careful with what I say to everybody, to not put myself in situations that's going to cause me outside of that conversation issues. As far as like ever, like I've probably said some things that I shouldn't have. Yeah.
Yeah. When's the main event?
What's that?
When's the main event? 7, right?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I'll take a gander.
Okay, have you ever made a teacher cry? I think I have both.
Not that I know of.
I think I have accidentally. Like, I think I said something about a teacher accidentally that upset her and I didn't realize it. And then I think I also helped out a teacher one time and it upset her. Okay, here we go. A journalist interviews everyone you've ever known. Who casts you in the worst light?
Okay. Who?
I'm sure there's an ex or an ex-friend that would throw me under the bus.
I've had a lot of people that just don't have no accountability.
Mm-hmm.
You know, me, I've always had accountability, but a lot of people don't have accountability, and they'll just. I'm
gonna try not to name names with these, but I'm
trying to be good.
Yeah,
but they paint a different picture than what was true. But if we had cameras during that whole time, it would show it a different light.
Tell us about a time you snooped in someone's stuff and regretted what you found.
I can't think of much that really.
I was a friend of mine that I thought was kind of a good kid, and I wasn't really snooping.
What, do you have some skeletons?
He had some drugs and stuff like that he shouldn't have had, and he had guns that were in places they shouldn't be for when, because he had little kids around, so it wasn't really safe. So I didn't really regret. I was just kind of disappointed. Yeah.
I can't really think of anything either.
What do you filter or edit when you post pictures of yourself? Nothing really. I might crop pictures just to.
Yeah, I crop them
just to keep too much of my.
I don't do filters and stuff like that. I want you to get my raggedy skin on there.
Yep. Have you ever paid to have your fortune told or tarot cards read? No, I don't. Maybe like as an entertainment thing at like a carnival at school or something like that.
I ate some egg rolls today, and then I grabbed a fortune cookie.
I guess we did have our fortune cookies.
Yeah.
I can't remember what my fortune said.
Mine was about I'll have good health in many years to come.
What's something you wish you weren't scared of? I don't know. I don't really feel like nothing that I really am, quote, scared of really affects my like day-to-day life. So
I'm just a God-fearing man. That's it. So there you go. And I don't regret it.
Tell us about the time you made things worse by waiting until the last possible moment for action. Does not dealing with a messed up appliance and then waiting until it actually started leaking everywhere to do something about it
count? Putting things off?
Yeah, that feels like that's right in there.
Oh, procrastinate?
Yep.
I've done that a few times here and there.
Who is the nicest person that you totally despise?
What? The nicest person that you totally
despise?
How people are like,
they'll be a really nice person, but you're just like, man, I can't stand them. Or I don't think
I can't
I don't
stand.
know.
I can't stand people that act that way. I don't like. I get a lot because I do customer service. I get a lot of nice people.
Mhm.
But would I hang out with them? Would they come over to my place? And no. So there you go. Does that work?
It's like
There you go.
you know, someone once told me, like, you don't have to be everybody's friend.
You can be civil and be a cordial. That's about it.
I mean, look at our current political climate in this country. I mean, you know, you get people that just agree on or disagree on one little thing, and all of a sudden they hate everything about each other. And yeah,
it's all fake news. It's going to be great.
What's the most fun you've ever had destroying something? Oh man, like have you ever
most fun what? No?
you ever had destroying something?
Oh man, that's a fun one,
dude. Like taking a sledgehammer to an old. So someone gave me a computer.
There's so much liberation in doing that.
They were afraid that it had like it was loaded and bogged down with viruses. They got the pictures and stuff like that off of it that they wanted, and they were worried because they didn't want like social security. It had a whole bunch of like medical information on it and social security numbers and bank numbers and stuff like that. And so I got to take a sledgehammer to it. It was fun.
Yeah. Reminds me of Office Space when they beat the crap out of that fax machine.
What is the most extreme health or wellness fad you have ever tried?
Health and wellness fad?
Yeah. Like weird diets or... I think I did that.
Is it just? It's not just limited
that, like,
to diets.
I did that apple cider vinegar thing where you put like the that it's apple cider vinegar. Then there's like honey and cayenne pepper.
It's got to have mother. It's got to have mother in it.
So I was doing that, and I think I wasn't thinning it out enough or something, and the acid was tearing up my stomach.
Yeah, it'll mess you up. The only thing I do is I maintain, like on the weekends, usually Saturdays, I eat what I want.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to get used to it. I fast at nighttime. You know, so usually around 8 o'clock, I stop eating. And then by the next day, I'm starving, ready to grub. But that's helped me.
Yeah.
Like I was almost 230 pounds, and I got down to, like, I'm 185 right now. But I guess that'd be it. Because, I mean, as far as eating-wise, I just cut down on what I eat. Mostly meat and vegetables, but I'll eat other things. But moderation's the key.
Have you ever faked anyone's signature on a document? I think I've, like, on delivery receipts when I worked as a delivery driver, we used to have an iPad, but then we would go into the storage caves in Kansas City, and I couldn't get connection. So I would come out of the cave after delivery or right before I went in, and I would just sign it.
Mm.
And they got on to me for it until I explained to them there's no signal in the cave. Everything's hardwired. Wi-Fi is not working through 6 feet of cave wall.
I could think of something that just popped in my head. I'm an artist, so I can pretty much copy a lot of things and do it really well.
Mm-hmm.
You remember when the racetrack or the drag racetrack was in Topeka?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was working for a place called Lindy Spring, and we were loading up bags of ice for the races. And a bunch of my friends, they had showed up, and they was considering buying tickets, but they saw me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking at them, and one of them had like already purchased a ticket, and he had the stamp. He goes, "All you need is a stamp." And I go, "For real?" And I just so happened to have that color stamp. It was like a red pin. And I just copied it on all my friends' hands, and they all got in for free. There
Nice.
you go. Yeah. So I guess that would be count, wouldn't it?
What is the most unhygienic habit that you have?
Hygienic?
Yeah.
It's hygienic or the nat. Well, okay. So the most hygienic.
Unhygienic habit.
These days I don't have nothing like that no more.
There's times where I went to...
I don't do that now. I mean, I used to have some bad habits.
During the winter, like now.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't do it as much. I've gotten a lot more. But, like, I'll go to bed with extra layers on just because I'm cold and I have to also get up early in the morning. And I'll just go to bed with socks on that I wore the day before. And then just slide shoes on over them and just keep. And most of the time, they're not getting wet and they're not getting sweaty because this time of year it's hard to sweat when it's this cold. Other than that,
yeah.
I think I wore the same shirt for coaching baseball for a season without washing it as like a superstitious thing. I don't know. But
hygienic. No, I've always been very clean and always kept my teeth and my face and my head shaved, and I always manicure my body. And it's just, I've always been kind of like that. So I don't know. I don't really have an answer on that one.
Okay. Have you ever killed something and then eaten it?
Yeah.
Fish? You did the dove?
Yeah, dude. I wringed its neck. Both of their necks that we ate on here.
I was going to make a comment that I've done the opposite.
Are we going a couple more?
I was going to make the comment I've done the opposite.
We're going a couple more, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
What's the most boring thing about yourself that you're also proud of? I don't know. I mean, define boring, because one person's boring is another person's interesting.
Exactly. That's a good way to put it.
I don't know.
Maybe people raise their eyebrows at some of my collecting that I do. I've had girls that I've had trouble, dating them because they find out I got a pretty vast wrestling collection and Star Wars collection. So they automatically think that I'm some 40-something-year-old virgin or something.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I find it interesting that I have I have a pretty decent memory. Like, I remember most of the people that were in what classes when I was in elementary school and all my teachers and stuff like that. Like, I remember a lot of trivial small BS.
Yeah.
What entertainment product do you wish you could inject directly into your veins?
Okay.
I mean, right back to what you were just talking about, wrestling stuff, man.
Anything that gives me adrenaline.
Yeah.
Because I can say concerts, the adrenaline I get from that, the adrenaline of just live events, man. There you go.
I mean, would it be automatically absorbing that knowledge and that feel of dude, think of being able to download the memories of going to.
We're talking about some Matrix stuff now.
Yeah, download all the memories of going to concerts and stuff like that. You were there.
Yeah, man, I remember when I was in Woodstock, man.
Dude, you're 7 years old. When you die, what unfinished business will cause you to haunt the realm of the living? Ooh, interesting. I just want to know that my kids are all right.
Yeah.
And grandkids and whatever else.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. I don't worry, because when you die, your soul leaves. So I don't believe in ghosts.
What's a task that required you to ignore your conscience to get it done? I don't know. I mean,
say what? Sorry.
A task that required you to ignore your conscience. I mean, I've swallowed my pride to make sure I got.
Oh, you have to do that.
I swallowed my pride and finished work days that I should have walked out on because I knew that I needed that money to.
Isn't that the truth?
To help my family.
Yeah. Yeah, there's sometimes I have to turn the other cheek a lot, especially in traffic. Because you just want to, just like I wring the necks of those dove before I ate them, sometimes you want to wring other humans, even though we're valued different. You want to wring a human's neck.
Mm-hmm.
And your driver's license has been revoked.
What is the most public place you've ever thrown up? How many people saw you? I think it was like a middle school concert. We were getting ready in the classroom. It wasn't on stage. We were getting ready in the classroom, and I threw up. I felt it coming out in the classroom, and I went outside, or it was started to make it out of the classroom, and I couldn't get out of the classroom and threw up all over the entrance to the door.
Interesting. I would say that was pretty bad. It was a 4th of July. I drank a lot. And I was just throwing up in front of everybody, and I was just dehydrated, and I thought it was borderline. Probably alcohol poisoning at that point, and everybody thought it was just a normal thing because they were all drunks too. So I'll just say that'll work. It's alcohol. Throwing up is always you're vulnerable.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we got 3 left. We're gonna go in order.
Good.
And this is gonna wrap it up.
I think I might just throw up on the broadcast right now, just all over the table. Embarrass myself online.
What skill from work have you ended up using in your personal life too?
Skill from work?
Yeah.
I used to do what you do for a living.
Property management.
Yeah. I did that for a long time, actually.
Yeah, I use a lot of that stuff.
Me too.
But also customer service and problem solving skills. I mean,
painting.
You can talk yourself out of bad situations just by being
a good person. Gift of gab, bro. Yep. Yeah.
When is the last time you pretended to be sick? I don't think that I've ever. It's been a long time. I pretend more that I'm not sick, just to try to psych myself into like. I mean,
well, it's a whole man up thing.
I mean, how many times did you think? Did you have sniffles or a cough or something like that during COVID?
And just tough it out.
And you're just like, man, like it's just allergies. It's just
tough it out.
Yeah,
just tough it out. I've done that. I've done it several times.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't have the PTO time to cover it. No sick pay or something like that.
All right, and then both of us. What is the worst driving mishap you've ever had?
Here we go.
So, I had a lady that was in front of me, and I short-stopped, or she short-stopped me, and I went to slam on my brakes, and the brakes didn't catch.
Oof.
And I ended up hitting her, and I had a police officer behind me, and he's like, hey, I saw your taillights light up, but your car didn't slow down. Yeah. Like, what's going on? And yeah, it sucked because I was in my work van with it. And the boss took care of the ticket. The van got fixed. It was kind of a common knowledge issue with that type of vehicle for there to be an electronic cluster issue. And there was actually recalls with that vehicle with like pieces just coming loose and falling off.
Yeah, I used to work for a place called Smith Service, and they contracted for Sears in Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
And I was on 69 Highway, and it was a van, and it was a raggedy van. And my boss, he was a car salesman, and he had a really bad hairpiece. It just looked like a doll's stapled in his head, right? And I'm on 69 Highway, and I have a company phone, flip phone at the time.
Nice.
And as I'm driving, I go to merge off because I was basically heading to a customer so I could install their dishwasher. And this couple, I don't know if they was trying to do it at the last second. They sideswiped the work van.
Ooh.
And it popped the tire and all kinds of stuff on my van. And I had to pull over. And then when I called my boss, all he cared about was the customer I was supposed to get to. And I said, man, there's nothing I could do. These people sideswiped me. And he took it out on me. Basically said I'm not going to work for the next 3 days. I think it was a way of punishing me, something like that.
Almost 3 days of stuff not
even
with
the cops saying that they did an investigation and it wasn't my fault. But that was a nightmare. especially when you're being blamed for it. But as far as a bus driver goes, I've only had one accident in almost 18 years, and that was a side swiping, but that was easy to deal with because I'm pretty trained to deal with stuff like that.
That was my only. I think that was my only accident working for Kingston. I had somebody back out when I was like I was in a parking lot somewhere and someone backed out and hit my rear end of my van. But there was ice, so all it did was make my back end slide. There was there was like a buffable scuff on there, and that was it. And we just
buffable.
Yep. But yeah. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. And are those lids on right?
Yeah, they're good.
Okay, cool.
Thanks for checking.
Yep. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining us.
Warriors, come out and play!